So one of the viewers of the channel made a comment on one of my last videos about the outside foil of capacitors, film capacitors in particular. Now I've watched all sorts of videos on that. I've read about it before. I mean, it's been a few years since I looked into it. And I tried to reproduce some of the things I saw in other people's YouTube videos, but I never really had any luck with it. I read that modern capacitors aren't as susceptible to this as older style capacitors, and kind of didn't really think anything more of it. And obviously the old ones were labeled with a striped band on the ground side, and the new ones are not. So I decided to revisit it. So I'm going to show you the results I was getting before. So now this capacitor here, I've already confirmed that the stripe is on the right side, so that's the ground side, and I'll show you how I concluded that and give you some other examples here. But so first thing, my standard scope that I use for most things is this digital scope, the TDS 5054B. And you know, one of the things I gathered from the videos I watched is that you need to set the scope to a really low sensitivity, so like 2 millivolts per division, and connect it. So you can connect the capacitor just across the oscilloscope probe. Now I'm using a 1x probe because I don't want any attenuation. So this is what I see. Let me see if I can... Okay, so we've got our kind of 60 hertz waveform there. Now, that's not very easy to read the amplitude of, but it's about 2 divisions. So 4 millivolts peak to peak. And right now I've got the capacitor connected with the probe on the ground side, the stripe side, and the ground on the side without the stripe. So in this configuration, this should be a higher amplitude seen on the screen versus when I flip it right now. So let's flip it and see what I see. I see the same thing, still 2 divisions, so 4 millivolts peak to peak. And I've done all sorts of things with this scope, trying to figure out how to get it to show, and I couldn't figure it out. You can kind of change it into this mode to get a little bit better of a view. That actually makes it look worse. So then I tried it on an analog scope. I've got a 2445B on the bench here. I'm going to switch over to that and show you what I saw there. Okay, so here's the 2445B. I've got the same 1x probe, and I'm going to go ahead and connect it with the probe to the striped side and the ground to the non-striped side, and touch it. And I don't even get a trace. I can't get it to trigger on anything. I just got a blur on the screen there. The amplitude changes. I'm holding it very lightly, so we're about 1 division roughly. I don't know why I can't get it to show an actual waveform. Just doesn't do it. So I'm going to switch it now, and ground on the ground stripe side, probe on the other. And it doesn't look any different. It's the same thing. So I pretty much gave up at that point. But I decided to try again after the comments that were made, and I'll show you what I found. Okay, so today I was working on setting up this other bench over here that you guys haven't seen yet in preparation for another video I'm planning on doing. And I brought this 7704A out. This has 2 different vertical plugins in it. It has a standard 7A26, which has a sensitivity down to 5 millivolts per division, and also has a 7A22, which is a differential amplifier, which has sensitivity down to 10 microvolts per division. So I'm going to try it here on the 7A26 first. It's on 5 millivolts per division. We'll connect it in the same order. Alright, and you kind of see the line. Then when I touch it, you really see it just jumps up in a little bit, but almost nothing. Now when I flip it the other way, this is the correct way now, you see the same thing. It just, the trace just jiggles around a little bit. It goes up and down, but I'm not seeing anything like I saw in any of Mr. Carlson's lab videos or any other videos that I've watched. And I've tried this with different types of capacitors, including older paper ones, but I'm using this one because it seemed to be a pretty good example. So now, if I switch to the other amplifier, which is the differential amplifier, it's much more sensitive. It also has some filters on it to make the waveform clearer. What's it set to? So the high frequency 3 dB point is at 100 hertz, and the low frequency 3 dB point is at 10 hertz, because we're interested in the 60 hertz. So let's switch to the right. You can already see quite a bit there. So I'm going to connect it in the same way again, the probe to the stripe side first, and the ground to the ground side. So I'm not touching it right now. Now if I touch it, and this is backwards, you'll see we have a waveform almost 2 divisions, more like 1.5 peak to peak. Now I'll flip it so that the ground is on the stripe side. Okay, and you can see we're at about half of a division peak to peak. So with this really sensitive vertical amplifier, I'm able to see something like I expect. Let me show you with a few other capacitors. Okay, so here's one of the standard caps I use, which is an Illinois capacitor MPW. And I've already marked this one, but you can't see it since it's on the back side. So I'll start like this with the probe on the left of the label, and I'll touch it. So we're at about 1 division peak to peak, maybe a little bit less, and then I'll flip it. So you see there's a big jump in amplitude there. So that tells me that the outside foil is on the right side, which I marked. So this is a reproducible test that I can do every time. I'm really not sure how other people are doing this with a regular oscilloscope, because not too many people have this type of capability. But let me show you a few other capacitors here. Grab a green one. So here's an old polyester something or other, nice and crusty. Okay, so we're at, 2.5, 3 divisions peak to peak that way. And the other way around, much less. So this would be the outside foil. Now, just like everyone said, with these modern caps, so here's another Illinois cap, and you can see I have it held in my hand the same way, but we get the opposite result as the last one. So this would be the wrong way, and this would be the right way. So the outside foil's on the left on this one, so I marked that one that way. But now keep in mind the amplitudes we're talking about here are extremely low. It's set to, what is it set to? 0.1 millivolts per division right now. So does it really matter? Probably not. Now maybe I'll check all of the ones in the Dynaco ST70 that I've been working on and orient them the right way around and see if there's any improvement in signal to noise ratio, but I kind of doubt it. And I'll just grab a few more. This is like an orange drop of some sort. Okay, let's try the other way. This one, I think because of the construction, is not as noticeable, but it looks like this side is a little cleaner. Yeah, oh yeah, it is. Okay, so I would mark the left lead as the outside foil here. Let's try one of these big guys. What is this thing? 0.18. Now it looks like someone actually marked that. Let's see if it lines up with what the previous person said, or maybe that's from the factory, I'm not sure. All right, so about 1 division. Okay. Yeah, so that was marked correctly. I'm going to go back over to the digital scope because I have a special probe for that that's very similar to this one. And I'm going to see if we can make it out there with that probe. Okay, so this is the differential preamplifier that's for use with these TDS scopes. It's similar to the 7A22 over there. I've got it set to 100x gain, and the upper bandwidth is at 100 hertz. You can see that on the scope it's 100 microvolts per division, which the scope can't do without this unit. Let me get the camera steady here. Okay, now the problem is it just still, I'm getting a little bit better of a result. So here's that capacitor again, that polyester one, and I've got it hooked up backwards. If you hold it, there we are. Now I've got to hold it really careful. I move just a little bit, it goes off the screen, but we're at 2 divisions. Now let me switch it, try this again the other way. Okay, so this does work, but it's a little more finicky than the analog scope, and also this ADA 400A is a whole hell of a lot more money than you can get the 7A22 for a 7000 series scope. Let's try it with that red capacitor. I'll go ahead and plug it in backwards. So here it is. The stripe is on the right. So there we go. We're at like almost 2 divisions. Now let me plug it in the right way. Connect it the right way. And we're down to about 1 division. So this is another option. Anyways, that's all I got for this video. I'm not sure if this serves any real practical purpose, especially at such low voltage levels that we're seeing here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.